Oi!
This is Kaizoku Uncharted, where a couple of siblings tell the vast sea of anime. If you think this is a crew for you, sail with us every week. I'm Jakia.
Jenae.
And Justin.
All right.
So, first and foremost, Bubble, the movie just came out.
I watched the
Wait,
trailer.
this is a news moment?
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
I didn't know.
Wait a minute. Y'all didn't do your little the news.
It's
I
a part.
can't stand
It's starting, but continue.
All right, the news.
No,
Please.
I mean.
No, okay,
right.
anyways, I didn't know it was parkour.
It's parkour. Yeah,
You didn't tell me that. I'm like, it's
like
literally
free run, like with one show?
Yeah.
Such a good show.
But this is like more intense because like buildings are like.
Yeah, they're scaling things.
Yeah, like it's kind of crazy. And like
so you saw the trailer.
It turns into like bubbles or something.
And clearly, from the trailer, is this more watchable than what's the other show Kia was talking about?
I don't want to get look.
Okay. The animation on both is pretty good. It's top tier.
Right.
I'm leaning towards Bubbles because of the song choice.
You know what?
Belle is not my type of thing.
It doesn't matter. We're all gonna watch both movies and we're gonna do a review and call it a blessed day. Okay, I've decided.
I was gonna go ahead and say, let's make sure we watch Bubble, and then that way on the next show we will do a review of Bubble. But it looks like we're also doing Belle. What's Belle on?
No, that's not the point.
Netflix.
You two can't keep
I think.
dissing Belle and using this as a comparison,
Listen.
and don't even as a comparison to a film like, yeah, we're gonna watch this, and you're not even gonna watch Belle. Like you can't.
Listen, the only thing that's saving Belle is the look that she has a good design. I'll give her that.
Right? Look.
The pink hair it can't save everyone all the time.
Jenae. I understand. Okay.
All right.
The point is this: we're gonna watch Bubble. We're gonna watch Belle. We're gonna do a review. Maybe we'll do like some reactions.
It'll be its own special.
It'll be like a live or something. Get some like gifts or.
All right. Sure. Okay, but for the anime news, the news. All right, so some interesting stuff. So
that's right. There's a lot of good news this week.
Yeah, Toei Animation has established its animator training program.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, cool.
This is
like maybe I should,
take
a look
so that you can, because you have this grand plan of bringing a show to fruition.
And it's starting in April 2023, and it's a 1-year short-term intensive and practical animator training program. But yeah, I hope you get your foot through the door.
How did you not know about it?
Also, it looks like Jordan, the shoe brand, has gone ahead and partnered with Naruto. So there's a Naruto Jordan-like shoe it's the things like it's going to be Zion Williams' name brand shoe. You don't know Zion Williams.
I don't.
But regardless, it's going to be it's a Naruto Jordan-like shoe. So,
would you buy it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Also, wait, what's the problem?
I mean, that's
Nothing.
bold. We'll see what it looks like.
Okay.
We'll see what it looks like. I want to commit to buying it without seeing what the design looks like.
I mean, we already know what the design looks like.
Do we
Yeah.
Is it the yellow one?
Oh,
It's the red one.
The red I'm looking at a red and yellow one.
I'm sure they're going to come with different colors too. But
I wouldn't buy that one.
It's rocking with the Sengun on the Jordan instead of the symbol.
okay, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Okay.
So the manga series is I'm gonna say the version I'm used to calling it What God Does in a World Without Gods. That's gonna be getting its own anime adaptation.
It's an isekai.
Okay.
It's an isekai.
What genre would you describe that? Because that sounds like isekai.
It literally says isekai in the title.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Look, Justin goes in.
What?
Justin stands for Isekai. It's who he is.
That's not.
I didn't
would
say any
no,
of
because
that.
every time I say it's like isekai, Justin's like, that's not an isekai.
Look, if Justin was
I'm
a,
just asking.
genre, he would be Isekai.
I have to figure it out myself sometimes.
I
Also,
think so.
The Legendary Hero is Dead. That manga is getting an anime adaptation in 2023. I'm like, cool. It looks pretty interesting.
It does.
So, kind of can't wait to see what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. So, Jenae's favorite,
Let's hear it.
Black Clover teases new Wizard King for final arc.
I know I saw that.
Whew. Mm.
Yeah. So, some Black Clover news. First we got the movie, and then they went ahead and
But they said it was on a hiatus.
right.
I'm like, I'm tired of these hiatus. Just give me the season.
Well, they know how to
Just
keep
need to
you
write-
going.
Look, you just need to write a firm letter to let them know that you're not
Don't
going to
tempt
tolerate
me.
it.
Because I'm
Look, and it has to be handwritten. If it's handwritten, Jenae, you'll get your point across.
Really?
Now, and it's
Yes.
not here, but the last piece of news is One Piece gets
Thank
its
you.
first roller coaster attraction at Universal Studios Japan.
Sounds like we need to go to Japan and go test out this ride.
I'm not a huge fan of roller coasters, so I'll just watch you guys if I did go.
I mean, we need someone to take the picture. So
Wow.
Wow, you already did put the work.
Wow, I know.
So that is the news.
The news.
So wow, I mean we can jump right into shows. We can probably start with.
You know what? I want you guys to start with Shield Hero.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it best to start with either One Piece or even Salaryman?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can we please talk about Salary Man?
Because Salaryman was in between. Technically, the season had ended. It just ended later than the others. So,
Right.
Okay, say no more. Cool. So Salaryman, guys.
All right.
all right,
Episode
so,
12.
Give me a second. Let me pull up my notes.
Did we also talk about 11 already?
Did we? Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, did we?
No, we didn't.
didn't.
Oh, we didn't.
Him not. All right.
So episode 11, guys. Sorry about that.
So my newest thing for some shows is giving that episode my own title.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, like kind of like the thing that I walked away with of the episode.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So your own little synopsis of the episode.
Sure. I mean, it's not long enough to be a synopsis. But the
Titles
one
these
thing
days.
for 11 was like Mikoto hit the pole. Like
I kind of like that.
and then I have it, and then I get the episode.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
This,
Oh my God, she injured himself.
Like, it was, man, I was just like,
Well,
it
you
was
know
not
what?
looking good for them, to be honest. I was like really nervous, really concerned.
But you know what? We're moving too fast.
I was gonna say go too fast because
Okay.
I might not be pronouncing his name right.
That's okay.
But old dude has like a family. Like when we had when they were talking about like the showdown of destiny, and then I was like, wait, what? And then they showed the two single competitors going at it.
Oh, it was good. That was a
And-
really good match.
And I was like, man, dude has a family. And then once again,
Oh, y'all knew.
like
Yeah.
that.
Like, wait, Justin,
I mean-
were you tricked again?
No, I
I'm
mean,
like, did you miss the episode where, like, you saw what happened about his wife and the kid? And
but
I don't know how they've been in every single episode.
But the
Right.
fact, but I
they're
just
great family.
I emphasize on it because that's what gives him strength. And even later in the match, he says, I don't need it. His opponent, he says, I don't need it, but I am a bit envious of it. And I was just so.
I do remember when he was facing that pink hair guy.
I wish we did get that
I thought
match.
that we were gonna see a glimpse of it. They
They
didn't
never,
even-
they never gave it to us,
Oh.
and I'm a little
They just defeated
disappointed.
him.
But that kid was rooting for him. It's like,
He
oh, man.
was.
Also, I mean,
But that's a bad coach. I didn't like that coach. He was like,
that is so crazy. He said that. Because I just said he's a good coach.
I actually like that team's. Oh wait, that one, the one
He
with
was
the serious dude. Yeah,
He was like, get over there.
Oh yeah, to those guys, he was just like, after they lost their match against the other two, which is understandable. I feel like he gave the right response, like, you guys are on the bench.
Yeah, they were bickering.
I've never heard a coach ever do that before. He was like, on the bench. He means serious business. He means business. And I'm not used to that.
He was like, if you can handle these two, then you don't need to be on first string. He said, it's already been decided.
I don't want to ever be on that coach's bad side. I'm scared of him.
He's outrageous. Like, remember the episode where he actually was trying to have like a friendly match with him, and like, and he helped him get to his destination. He still treated him that way. I don't know.
I'm
it
scared
sounds like with you being scared of them want that coach, it only sounds like our coach is pretty good, because all I remember during the one-on-ones, the coach was going ahead internally coming up with the strategy, and he expected a good veteran player to figure out the strategy as well.
Did you not hear what you just said? Internally. That means he's not projecting his thoughts, and he's just
he didn't need to.
He should.
Legendary. Listen, he's the type of coach where all of his everything he says is through his body language. Okay? Like through his poses, through his stances, what he does with his fans. He means business.
And then he was about to get ready to approach him when it looked like he had hit a mental wall.
Right.
And then, so, man, I know you're just a coach hater.
Listen, hold on. I will give it to this man. These last 2 episodes, he came through.
He did. He did come through, Jenae.
He did. But let's not hype him up that much.
Look, Jenae, it's different. It's just different. It's a different type of coach. So just accept this coach for, like, who he is, and then the setting and the environment that they're in. Okay? The other coaches are different. They're doing something totally different.
But after that match, we go ahead, and I guess this is what everybody wanted to see. We get Takuma from the bank.
Right.
Is going ahead, and we get to play the 2 guys, and then they were purposefully targeting Mikoto because he can't hit.
Right.
And he was like, he learned how to hit.
Smart.
He's
strategizing.
I go for the weakest link.
Right.
If you know he can't hit, you go for him.
And everyone knows that's his strategy and how he plays anyway for what he did before.
And then the fact that Takuma drags out the match because he really wanted to see the jump and smash.
Right.
And he was just like, well, maybe you can. And then I was like, oh.
I was like, he good.
I was like, okay. And then after that, hence the title, he goes ahead and try to save the ball, save the shot, and he hit the pole.
And then you just see blood.
Right, and I was like, is his eye done? But thankfully it was just right above his eye. I thought it was like right on his eye. But it wasn't. But the coach, you can't say to in the next episode.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. He was a good coach.
She only want to give him flowers these last 2 episodes.
He looked so alert. He looked concerned. I was like, wow.
He was like, if I think you're not able to handle it, I'm pulling you out. Type of whole thing.
Even if it's 1 shot to go.
Right. He was like, even if
I had to give it to him. Yeah.
Right.
He had no business.
So
I will say, from the bank, he's cold-blooded because it got to the point where he told his own partner, he was like, I don't need you anymore.
Oh,
I like that. I like it.
I don't like that.
No, because
you playing doubles. If you're gonna act that way, be in singles. Why you you can't have that mentality?
Listen, I hear what you're saying.
Honestly, I think he can play any type of position. He can do singles or doubles.
He can. So why is he here?
Probably the coach. I don't know.
We literally go ahead and see his backstory, his past.
We do.
He wants to play doubles with his brother.
We do. This is true. We do see this. We do see this.
But as soon as episode 12 started, as soon as I was like, it's One Piece all over again.
Wow.
because the first thing he asks is, can you buy me a few minutes? And at this time, this is when we had No. Oh, I didn't even think about the chopper situation. I'm thinking about the monkey over here when Toma told her.
We're not talking about Zabimaru again, man.
Where Toma asked them to buy him 3 minutes. And I was like, man, it's One Piece all over again. Everybody buying minutes these last few episodes. So after that, I thought they did a pretty good pretty good job. They started predicting.
It was a good rally. It was a good one.
Yeah, because they started predicting Uzumo's shots.
Yeah, with his foresight.
Right. And then we started to see Takuma's pass.
See, I don't feel bad for his partner. I don't
feel bad for his partner. I'm just saying that's just like
that's what you wanted, right? You wanted to be playing with the best. That's what you're gonna get.
No, Jenae. See, this is where I'm a little annoyed with you about this show. Because, like, you stuck on repeat about, I want this from a sports show. I'm just like, this is real life. They're in the workforce.
But hold on. Did they say he's ranked number 1?
Hold on, wait. That's not the point. The point is this. Like, what they're doing is what these high schoolers wish they could do.
Right.
Which is have a career and then also play, like, as they get older. And this is what's happening. So, like, yeah, absolutely. It makes sense for him to be like, yeah, I'm going with the better team. I'm going also for the team that's going to pay me more money.
I agree.
That makes sense. I'm just like,
what? No, hold on. What's the issue?
The issue is I'm just like,
don't expect these people not to act a certain type of way. They're arrogant. They're up there for a reason. No. Clearly, he's cocky for a reason. He heard it all his whole entire life. Oh, he's only good because of his parents. Like. Clearly, he has this attitude for a reason.
He was a protege or a natural. But only his brother knows he's been putting in the hard work.
I know, which was great.
So clearly, he's going to look down on people.
Look, I want to root for Takuma. I do. I just don't appreciate how he was treating Uzumo. I
thought it was just fine.
I was also okay with it because he literally was like, he was having his own internal conversation. He said, "This is what I wanted.
Yep.
I wanted the team with the best."
It came from his mouth.
And
not to be treated like this.
He literally said, "What's best for me is to sit here and do nothing."
We ain't gonna talk about people getting treated wrong.
That's fine. It is what it is. But it is what it is.
After Uzumo decides that he needs to step in,
right,
and they start going back and forth, I ain't gonna lie. That cheer team, though, I was just like,
they're killing it.
Listen, the cheer teams are essential in sports shows.
They were killing it. Like he set it off. I will say, sidebar, I love UK's and Texas relationship. Their dynamic.
I liked it though
because he's just like, this doesn't make any sense, and he's like UK. He was like, oh, this all makes sense, and I was like, that's not what was.
I wish we saw more of them, to be honest. But no, that cheer team. They can hang with one of the best.
They really can.
They can hang with. They can hang with the high Q.
Yeah, it's all about. It's up there. Okay.
I was like, they tearing it up right now.
Like, listen, they always tearing it up.
And then we finally got the jump and smash, and I was like, hey, this is what you wanted.
He wasn't ready for it.
I was like, that's about to
How did y'all think it ended? Because similar to the year's best anime in Ranking of the King,
I think it's gonna get season 2.
It ended in such a way that it could definitely give us another season, or it could stop.
Hold on, but with sports, how they ended it, doesn't that usually tend to lean towards maybe season 2 onwards? Because I put that in my notes.
I don't know. So like the way I was getting it,
maybe season 2.
I mean, can they do a season 2? Sure. Will they do a season 2? I don't think so. I think the point of it was just like, now he's going to continue to carry on the legacy of being like of a what is it, a battery man? Yeah, because you don't really know what happened. You think like he stopped playing or like because he's like done because he wanted to make sure.
And like you see their application forms. And
right, you see the application forms.
To me, it was like because I mean, one, I don't want to say heartfelt, but they had the meeting between the director always
believed in him.
And how he went ahead and told them how it doesn't immediately, it doesn't translate the sales, but, you can't replicate this. And then they switch scenes where we go to everybody want to order the drink.
But it's just because, it just shows like, I guess I like how they did that because it just shows like, hey, there's value to this team because of the type of people that we had on our team. They were able to impact the other teams who have like a huger following who was like, yo, you need to get this drink because they have a whole YouTube channel and they just like flooded them with all this business, and then it was just like,
okay, yeah, I get it. You know what?
So I feel like
I think I need to like stop thinking about like the high schoolers and middle schoolers because
different.
This is different. This is just their career.
Right.
This is their career.
There's nothing else more to do.
And two, like this is what those high schoolers and middle schoolers are wanting to do is be able to play their sport throughout in their adult.
They do hit at both, like on each scene they hit at both ways because after that. It's the brothers meeting in the hallway.
Yep.
and him saying, "Hey, next time let's play against each other." And then we also see where the older brother, Takuma, is saying how he's quitting his modeling career so he can focus on badminton.
Yep.
But then Mirazumi, he goes ahead. He's finishing a presentation.
Yep.
They tell him, "Hey, it's time," and the guy says it's his last scheduled appointment on his knee.
Yeah,
so
it seems like he's ready to
that he can come back. And then we have the new guy driving with Mikoto.
I don't like him.
I don't either.
Yeah,
That's why I was like,
I can see him being treacherous, but he's like he's already like, well, that's what matters when you're getting the sales and stuff. But then it kind of hints at like, and Andy says in badminton, and it's like, did he only join this company so he can play badminton?
I don't know.
Right, I think so.
He said, "I was going to show you the ropes, you newbie." That's what he said.
Yeah, he was like,
he
did. He was like, I'm going to show you what it is to be like a batter. He said that. But I will say, it could, just going back to your cheer, like homegirl who was
she said, "I want to start a cheer team."
Right, and she's learning from the best. The flashy, you know.
So it left enough where it could have, if it goes off in the sunset, great.
Yeah.
But if it starts off, it's laid the foundation to start another season.
Yeah.
I think I would want stronger characters on their team, if that makes sense.
No, that's understandable.
I feel like they can't.
And that's the issue, because I'm thinking about other sports, and their team, they're not the flashy type. They're kind of basic, but they get the job done.
Well, I would say, I think, so, see, here's the thing. This could prove to get you your season 2, is the fact that because they did so well, right, now people are going to like be like, oh, this company actually has a good badminton team. And then they'll be able to recruit more
Unless
people.
they pull like a Yoa Mishipero, remember? And then all the new first years came in. Right. That would be pretty cool.
I did forget the one scene. Whoever it is, they kind of had several different, I guess you can say applications, but they had their faces on
that's true. That was wild.
And it was like the board, like some type of higher national tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Like, so we could do that. Yeah, I would say I can see. But I don't know.
In reference to your stronger characters, that's almost like breaking up the team. Like I can see, maybe this new guy kind of being similar to, and we'll hit on it later.
No, he's similar to the guy with the glasses and Free. Remember how he would always act stuck up? He gives me those type of vibes.
We don't know him. Makoto was like that too.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, I think Justin's right. I feel like this also gives your thing about wanting strong characters, because if we're going to go into like the international, like, because this is for the Japanese team that's going to represent Japan or something like that, that would be our opportunity for us to have like a pool of stronger like characters that we'll see. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. This could be a recruiting thing. We don't know. But it can go either way.
Sour Man, pretty good show.
Good show. I'm glad I watched it. Stepped up, brought attention to badminton.
It really did. Yeah,
it did. You know, and some could say it inspired other badminton shows.
Like which ones?
I'm just saying, it's like,
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Not Love All Play.
I mean,
I also feel like because we just got done talking about badminton, I want to say One Piece right now, but maybe it's best to talk Love All Play because it's still in the realm of badminton.
No, we can do the One Piece.
You want to separate it?
Let's just do One Piece. Because, that's all spring. Because this.
All right. So, all right. Anyway. Yeah. So, One Piece. Oh, boy.
Man, let's get this out the way.
I just want to say, you guys were hyping up episode 1014 so much.
Because
hold on, because you guys were acting like there was so much information, Jenae. Oh my God, this is re-listen this podcast. You were saying like they gave us so much information. Indeed. The pacing is getting good.
I want to start off by saying that today is going to probably be one of the more combative episodes of the podcast.
Perfect. I love it.
So, right away, well...
Why you gotta be so combative?
You're going to see. So, first, I do remember you told us to remind you to keep your energy about Jinbei.
Yes.
So, by all means,
is
this about this episode or the next? It can only be this one. because he wasn't in 15.
No. So it's not actually about Jinbei. I was gonna use that as a talking point about Robin, because you guys are always saying, well, you only get that from the intro that Robin's gonna fight Maria, but in the intro it shows Jinbei fighting who's who. If you actually pay attention.
Yeah,
we see him standing off with him.
Hold on, wait.
But the point is, you guys are like, oh, don't trust the intros. You're only saying that because
Don't tell me that.
No, that's because you get tricked.
No, Kia's always saying that about Black Maria and Robin, and you kind of said that sometimes.
Hold on, wait a minute. I would love for Robin to go up against Black Maria.
And all I'm saying is, since we're seeing Jinbei versus who, why don't you think that's going to be happening?
Because I haven't seen anything set up the pacing for her to come through. She's nowhere near
I'm calling it now. Robin will be fighting.
I'm okay with that.
She's okay with it.
I would be happy for
We've also have seen some build up because at least in this episode, even though it's mentioned once again, Marco tells Robin and Skeleton Man to go.
I mean, Brooke.
That's what he calls him. He calls him Skeleton Man. He doesn't call him Brooke.
He doesn't know his name.
Yeah. So he tells them to keep going. So they are headed inside. So that does build up for him, for her to go ahead. Now, my interesting thing is, who is Brooke going to fight? I don't want to jump too much off of the topic. So about 10-14, this is a question I have for y'all both.
Brooke's not going to fight nobody.
Wow. So this...
I'm sorry.
This hard. So
you know what? Why are you doing this to him?
I love Brooke.
So
I think his shining moment was Whole Cake, and he's not going to get one on one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm seeing some
it's enough people for him to fight.
Who? Tell me right now.
Any and everybody.
So my question to you guys is this: in 14 or 10-14, and it just rung a bell. So does Nami have Zeus or what?
No.
Did you not remember?
Okay, so she got Zeus back and she was chasing him down the hallway.
Then Big Mom gets him.
Yeah, Big Mom took him.
And then I thought Nami got him again.
No, she didn't get him back yet.
She was like, I'm going to. That's what she's trying to do.
She's determined to do it. But she got him. Let
me just say it. Zeus is a little flip-flop.
Well, and
that's the whole point of his character. And that's what Prometheus said too. He was like, Mama, he's always been like that.
Because part of me was
he's so fake.
Because part of me was like, did Big Mom just make another one? Because she can make objects, inanimate objects.
To be honest, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like she's going to end up creating something else because Nami gets what Nami wants. And I feel like Nami's going to get Zeus. Is she going to get Zeus right now?
Apparently, I think so.
Not while she up there with Kaido.
Zeus is so fake. I'm sorry, and I know you were gonna say he's just a cloud. I know you. I know it's gonna tear you up if you finish that sentence. I was gonna let you have it.
Look,
I don't care if you're a cloud.
Look.
So as soon as episode 10-14 started, I'm just yelling. I was like, "Yes, pink hair getting this mad screen time." Like I was like listen, he back in action. I was like, yo, this dude ain't been turned yet. And I was trying to point out
a little fan over here.
Who was that green hair looking samurai was the last line of defense for Chopper? Because they show pink hair, some dudes fighting.
Right.
Then they show the 4 generals, those old people. Yeah.
They're so weak.
They weak, right. But then behind them, it's one green hair samurai. And I was like, who's this bad dude? If they get past everyone else, he gonna make sure Chopper and the 2 doctors is okay.
He might do it.
They have a plan.
I was just like, man.
No one knows how well the plan's gonna work out, but he has a plan. But I will say, Marco's not playing around, and Chopper made inside jaw, and he's almost done with the antidote.
That was about the pacing. You know good and well Justin. That could have been another 7 episodes.
But Justin,
just getting in that.
It's been 7 episodes till we got to that point.
Look,
hold on. I wanted to say, oh my God, them minks are so weak. They were shedding tears when Luffy came.
I mean, that's toward the end of the episode, but all right, yeah.
No, because y'all was hyping up the mink so much.
No, we were hyping up. No, going back, we were hyping up the mink tribe because we had the conversation about Jack. And about strength and how the fact that those everyday citizens were holding their own against Jack.
Are the animal pirates not strong?
No names, no.
Because if we know what minks can do,
the Musketeers aren't strong.
But that's what I'm saying. If we know what minks can do, and not only that, yes, but not only that, they all were able to transform,
and they were all fighting,
and they're fighting gifters, and they're fighting other animal pirates up there with Jack. So, am I not supposed to go ahead and believe that as we have progressed, that's why the enemies have also risen up in talent? And at the same time, hey, let's be bold, because that actually ties into what I was going to say. In One Piece fashion, why do all these people think they stand a chance against First Commander Marco? You know, he went ahead, Queen told them to attack Marco, and like, why did you think?
Fake, but they were hesitant at first.
Yeah, they were hesitant, but then they
follow through.
But it's like, and in that same regard, these no-names is handling fighting toe-to-toe with samurai. These no-names is fighting these 4 underworld boss generals or whatever. And not to mention, why do I got to keep seeing Luffy, Sanji, and the crew, Zoro, and everybody fighting these no-names? As we go further and further into a Yonko's party, I can only imagine that the talent has also increased.
Okay, fine, I'll give you that. But
so, are we all done talking about that? Because I kind of want to like shift.
Yeah, go ahead, shift.
Okay. I want you guys to talk about Kaido.
Okay, all right, I'm getting there. So I wanted to say, going back to the thing, I think what I loved about this episode is that we're learning more about Big Mom's relationship to Kaido.
Thank you.
Because this brings the point like how powerful she truly is and why.
I'm so confused.
No, this makes sense as to why like they don't really butt heads, because like he knows that he's indebted to her
because she gave him the mystical fish fruit, and I didn't know it was a fish.
And that's what I was going to ask. So first of all, is he a fish?
Or is he a dragon?
It says mystical fish fruit. So clearly it's like an ancient fish type.
And then I was going to also say, how is a fish mystical? And then
I don't know, Justin.
And then 3,
okay,
we don't know if he, just because she gave it to him, are we supposed to assume that he is a fish, kind of like a catfish, like a wish fish? And that's where we're getting those like tentacle, like the mustache kind of thing? Or is he a dragon, but he gave the mystical fish fruit to someone? Like maybe someone he cared about, maybe someone only that fruit can say. Yeah, we don't know anything.
It literally just says like after the Rocks pirate split, your favorite Rocks pirate. So I'm just assuming.
So
another hint
Justin,
that we might be getting the rock.
Okay. Hold on. Also, please correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I can't remember. So the fact that Kaido tells Big Mom tells Kaido to keep Nico Robin alive.
Yes.
Right. So this brings my point. This is why I get so annoyed about like Robin and like why her bounty's low.
Hold on.
But
I'm just talking about the polygriffs though.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Because I'm just like, this is my point. Like, this is why Robin's bounty should be higher.
I think
because she's one of the only few people. She's one of the only few people who can actually read the Pawning Book.
We don't know that.
Hold on, Kia. Wait a minute. So apparently, Pudding was supposed to. But hold on, does Kaido have someone in his group that can read polygraphs? Because he didn't seem too worried about Robin at all, like keeping her alive. So is there someone in his group?
I don't think there is. So my thing is, I think, like we talked about last time, is that how each emperor has one, because we were like, where's Shanks' like poneglyph or whatever. But no, because that was my other question about Pudding, because she's talking about like the 3-eyed people are innately supposed to read it. And I'm just like, does that mean that they have a tie? Do they have some type of tie to Wano? Or I'm just like, or why? Or like, what about Pudding's father? Was Pudding's father like a 3-eyed person?
Can someone answer who in Kaido's group knows how to read polygraphs? Because clearly he doesn't even care about keeping Nico Robin alive. Or was he trying to bank on Pudding when they did their alliance?
But he doesn't care. I don't think he's trying to get to One Piece.
I think he does.
Well, he does, because in the last episode
he said that after they go ahead and team up, that they'll go ahead and they'll focus on doing it. Well, they even mentioned that when they first formed the alliance.
Exactly, he's trying to get it.
But like Jenae said, he literally says, I thought when she says just leave Nico Robin alone, he said, I thought Pudding can do it.
So I'm like,
so maybe he was banking on it then.
Because it seems like no one in his crew.
And they kind of brought up basically that once they get there, then they'll fight over who's the
Because if that's the thing, why would he bring up Pudding? And is there a reason why he's now nervous because he has someone in his crew that
well,
can
maybe
do it?
no. I think he was probably just fine. I think he was banking on pudding.
Hold on, since they're in Atlanta, Wano, did he like have ties? Does someone like? Did he learn how to read it? Did he get someone else? Did Orochi? Like that's what I'm trying to like.
No, it's only Odin's family that knows how to read it.
That it's been passed down to, and I think maybe more or less because I don't think he thought of Orochi because he killed him himself.
He did.
But I think
he's been in Wano forever, and him and Orochi. That's what I'm saying. They've
but
had
I think maybe he was more or less banking on his daughter, Odin's daughter, because maybe it could have been passed down. But to me,
but no one knew about it. No one knew about. They
didn't know about her.
They didn't know that she was related to him. Though.
I don't think she knew. They didn't know that she was her.
Right. So how would they utilize her if they didn't even know?
But hold on. So my thing is like I don't think he was worried about it because like we go back to like watching, from his like time with Odin. You could like and how he's just like been basically like drinking himself to like death and stuff like that. So that's why I thought he kind of lost interest.
Now.
No, I know that I'm talking about in terms of like I know with the alliance. I'm just saying like throughout this entire time he hasn't really shown like gusto in like leaving Wano or doing anything different. Like he's just like I'm just here, and he was waiting for like someone like Odin to like take him out. So like I didn't really think that he was trying to like go anywhere.
You thought he was a pirate who didn't care about One Piece.
I mean, from what his actions showed me before, I mean, now that Big Mom's in the picture, and because he's also indebted to Big Mom, I feel like he's definitely going to go with what she wants. That's fine, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, he probably was banking on pudding, but now...
What?
Going with one of my past theories.
Here you go.
Now I'm starting to think if and when Blackbeard goes to Whole Cake, he gets pudding. And I wonder, because...
But does everyone know? But not everybody knows about her eye.
Well, I mean...
I didn't even know those people even existed.
Yeah,
since there's an actual tribe...
Yeah, the Three-Eye Clan. So, but here's the thing, is I just feel like for whatever reason, and we don't know yet, but Blackbeard always is like so informative. And I don't know if that's more or less his networking, if it's X, Y, and Z, but it would not surprise me. And I just thought about it right now that if he somehow, when they go there, not only to collect whoever special fruit that he wants, polygraph, and then probably also pudding. It wouldn't surprise me.
But not everybody knows about pudding side because like Big Mom was very like clear about her not
revealing it.
Right, so revealing it. So I don't think most.
And now that you just brought that up, this makes more sense that why she wanted to go ahead and keep pudding on the wraps. She was probably banking on it, but she said she doesn't have time to wait
for her awakening because she doesn't know what that means or what that looks like.
And I get that she didn't want people to know about it, but that to me is more reason why I'm bringing up somehow and that's what's so mysterious about him. I think based off of his networking, I wouldn't be surprised if he knew somehow. But yeah, I was really caught off guard by this fish fruit thing.
Yeah, that really threw me off.
And I was just like, so is he and then also it's like, how is it mythical? And then part of me was thinking, is it mythical because maybe it's the only fruit that can swim?
That could be a true
because all other users can't go in the water. And if you're going to have a one that's actually a fish, like, it's got to be able to swim.
Makes sense, yeah. No.
And then we go to... And then it was also, like you said, though, Big Mom asked about Kaido's polygraph. And then he was just... And then that's when they kind of went in that discussion. So that at least proved states that he does have a polygraph.
He got one, because whatchamacallit showed up and we saw him.
Yeah, but it wasn't red. So we got... Yeah, so it's hidden somewhere. But then we go to 10:15, which a lot of the internet is saying is the greatest episode of anime.
No.
I know. I didn't quite get it, but...
What? Maybe because... no.
Because everybody like showed up? I
don't know if it's that.
I don't think that. Look, I don't believe that's true. I'm just trying to I'm thinking back to the episode. I'm just like, well, what about it would make it like...
I thought this episode was killing Jakia. I was just like, killing Jakia. A lot of Ace flashbacks and Toma.
They made me miss Ace. They did it, guys. I was like, man, I miss Ace, man.
I didn't miss him at all.
I was like, dang.
He fine.
No, he's not. He's dead.
I'm talking about at the time, Jenae, like at the time.
And went ahead and pinpointed on
Yamato is gonna join Goofy's crew.
She has to.
She's gonna join it.
She has.
She has to. After that flashback, she was like, wait.
When they showed that flashback, though,
Luffy's gonna enter the world. She's gonna have to wait.
When they showed that flashback, it brought up what I was talking about in the war. Kaido literally says,
"Yep,
I have free time now because of Red Hair's."
But they didn't say what happened.
Yeah, all we know was an interruption. But now he's free. But now he was free to go ahead and take care of his daughter. So. What happens in that gap? What happens? Know.
We have to hear from Shanks, I guess.
All I know is that so they clearly did meet up, and some way somehow
interfered. Okay.
Some way somehow, whatever they were doing, he was able to get the point A to point B, which is apparently pretty far away from the other location. So how did he get there so fast? Just like the Navy has said. And what exactly did they do? Did they fight? Were they scheming? Were they planning? What was happening?
Guys, I'm sorry. I just had to check the name of Kaido's fruit. That is the fruit.
It's the fish fruit?
It's the fish fruit.
Wow. So he's not a dragon?
I mean, maybe he is a dragon. I don't know.
Dragons aren't fish.
It literally said the mythical fish.
Look,
maybe a lizard at best.
Look. I know the difference between a dragon and a fish. No, I ain't never seen him in no water.
I don't know.
But even more reason.
I just had to check to make sure.
Even more reason why we need the Rock's flashback. Because
he wants
to see after. To see how she gets into it after.
To be honest, I kind of feel like Doctrine might have been a part of the Rock's.
What's that now?
Doctrine.
No.
Doctrine. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
I can't see her in there.
I mean, look. It's been
Chopper's mentor?
Yes. No.
Her or Rayleigh's wife, I feel like she was part of it.
I can kind of see that.
She's mysterious. Two. We don't know where she was doing.
We don't.
Her and Rayleigh are okay.
Wait, hold on. Because didn't she say they were pirates together?
Right. So I was like, wasn't she a part of Gold Roger's crew?
I don't think she was.
But how are they pirates together?
Because she wasn't in any of those. She wasn't in any of the flashbacks.
I guess like pirates together just meaning like pirate. Like
someone rewatch it.
No, I'm just look. Justin's gonna do it. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I'm interested. I'm just saying, Doctrine's been around for a while.
But I know you don't. And listen, I know you keep saying I'm gonna get tricked by intros.
You do
but
get tricked by intros.
Listen, it's real simple. That one character either has to be Zibek Rocks, or it's got to be that thing that's in the government that's trying to target and kill people. Whatever that one mysterious face is, an intro.
Listen.
But
we're gonna get we'll probably get another Rocks flashback.
I think we'll get a movie.
No, we're not getting a movie. But I don't think it's gonna be like how we got an Odin flashback. Does that make sense? Like we spent episodes.
Right.
Now I would actually like to see that, but I don't think we're gonna get that.
I think to me at least, I feel like we should at least get Big Mom flashback now. Where we got Lin as a kid. It was on like 2 or 3 episodes. I think it was like 2.
We still don't know if she ate those people.
She ate those people.
I know she did. But I'm just saying,
then why did you say that?
She ate Mother too. Okay.
Like,
only the chef is alive.
Look,
he probably saw all of it.
Right. I'm just saying, like, to this day, I was like, I hope she did it, but I know she did. But I was just like,
you know she did. Man.
Look, I just don't want her. I don't want that to be true.
And listen, it was cannibalism.
I just need to know how that.
So, to me, it's just like, even if we don't get to see as much as, the main leader, because that would also open eyes about Garp being a hero and Gold Roger, if it took both Garp and Gold Roger to fight his crew. But more importantly, like you said, for him to be indebted to her because she gave him the fruit, one, why did she just have an extra fruit to begin with? And 2, what was the situation where he needed it to be indebted to her? Like, is he drowning? He don't know how to swim. He about to give him the fruit.
Maybe he just anything's
possible.
possible. He was in his prime.
Right. Big Mom was in her prime. Newgate was in his prime.
Everybody was in their prime.
Roger looked old in his prime.
Well, Roger was sick also. He had a sickness.
But
yeah, I know, but like that mustache did not help.
Yeah, because Rayleigh looked great.
Rayleigh still looks great.
But
Newgate looked kind of.
Newgate looked alright.
A little rough.
I think it's the mustache.
Mustache.
They need to let go of the mustache. Seriously.
But
not for everybody.
It's really not.
I mean, it would just answer so many questions because, like, why would all 3 of them? Not that all 3 of them were emperors.
Yeah.
There would be no interaction with each other.
With who? Whitebeard and
Whitebeard, Lin, and Kaido. It would just, to me, it'll put some pieces together. But going ahead, Luffy walks right past both of them.
Hold on, we skipping.
Oh, whoa!
Why are we skipping?
Where?
What are you talking about?
How are we skipping?
We can go up the stairs and finally made it up there.
Okay, yeah.
We finally
he throws Zoro up there. Marco does.
Oh, you want to say that part? Okay, yeah. So Zoro gets tossed up there.
I mean, I was excited.
Kid, Killer-in-Law, they all make it up there.
I'm glad that we saw what Law was doing. I was like, where was Law?
He was just staring at the polygraph the whole entire
Yeah, like what was he doing?
But it kind of they made it seem like he found out something. That's why.
That's why my question. I feel like he's one of the people that can also read it from like. I need to rewatch the series with like Cortisone because Cortisone was like really determined to make sure that he was the person that ate that fruit because we know that Law's fruit is, is
the op fruit.
Right, but it's like supposed to be like a very like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's a fruit.
No, it's like a very like even the world government didn't want people having that one. And Cortisone was just like, you need to have this fruit. And so like, I don't know, I feel like Law's one of the people that can actually read it.
Are you trying to say that Law's fruit somehow...
Look, I don't know. I said I need to go back and rewatch. I have to go back. I feel really confident in that statement, and that's fine.
I think someone needs to rewatch Law and Robin's interaction.
We are
going to... Because I don't think Law can, unless...
Well, he might know.
But here's the thing. Didn't they burn down his town like that, too? Like, didn't they, like, get... I'm like...
I mean, Law and Robin's interaction is he told her his full name, and she was surprised it's a D.
I don't know if he reads polygraphs.
I feel like he knows.
But I feel like they were targeting that town that he was in. Someone needs to rewatch it.
Fine,
when like all his family, like when everyone died and stuff.
Yes, everyone did die.
Unless someone got like a piece of information of polygraphs, maybe they were allowed. But I don't think he like knows how to read them. I feel like they would have told us.
I mean, his parents are also D. So maybe they were just after... Because at one point...
Because I thought he actually learned what the D means, I thought.
Because at one point they wanted to go ahead and shut down people with the D.
Yeah, I thought he actually knew. Like, I thought his parents actually told him what the D stood for. And Luffy's just not interested in knowing what the D stands for. Because Robin was like, what does the D stand for? And Law's like, why do you want to know that?
I think Law knows something about that color. Because it looked like he was reading it. Because his face looked kind of stunned. And that brings me back to when you were saying how they probably painted it black or something like that. Because it's not red, but it seems like there was some type of information. And then that's when you see
Law knows something. Law knows something.
And okay, now Luffy finally.
Oh well, and here's the scene you wanted. The minks were guarding the stairs. They were getting attacked.
Yo.
This is how insensitive Jenae is.
I was just
the minks just got done fighting Gifters and Jack upstairs.
Right.
They was not fighting Jack.
Yes, they were. And
then yes, they were because in the beginning,
for the most part,
some of them were upstairs with them, and they were because they were like, "Yo, you two need to save your strength."
Did some of them try to fight Kyle?
No, they did. No, they did. But because there were some of them that were up there that were in the full moon, and they're like, "No, you need to focus on." You two need to stay. Well, they're telling Cat Viper and Dog like, hey, you need to save your strength. Like we'll handle Jack. Okay, so they were.
They fought him.
Right.
Beat up, wounded.
Right. People legs.
And now they are down the stairs, guarding the stairs. Wounded, hanging out as long as they can. We see the wildebeest and the gorilla get got. The musketeers are getting when normally full strip, they can handle these guys. So they doing their best to hold on.
And Jenae's like trash.
Yeah, just destroying them. And I ain't gonna bring up that darn duck because they would kill him. They have weapons.
You don't ever want to bring up Karu.
So
you don't ever want to.
After that, Luffy is walking up the stairs. All throughout the episode, they were hitting us with different types of animation. Some
it was good animation.
Yeah, I mean they gave us some some aqua, like some water-based color animation.
That's right.
They gave us several different things, but we walked up the stairs.
Now, this was a bad scene. It was a good walk. It was awesome. He just walked right past
him. He did.
They were like, going. And of course he going.
I was like, did he die?
And then Kaido's like, say it to me one more time.
Yeah. Oh no. Lyndon first says, "You need an apology." And then Kaido said, "Well, you won't believe he has something to say to me too." Say it again, and he just walked right past them.
And then he was like, "Hey, Straw Hat, say it again." It's like he ain't trying to talk to you. Man.
I mean, it's funny though because like both of those two are parents, and I feel like that's why I was laughing, and I was like,
yeah, like
I was like, what?
Not talking about to your parents,
right? And he's just like,
and then I was like, where he going? I was like, oh my god.
I was like, they died. It was.
I was like, did he die?
No, I kid you not. I really thought. I think they did because he literally.
Kimon might be.
No, Kimon died because he was like. Didn't he say thank you or something like that?
He did. Like he's like passed on the spirit.
Wano or something like that. Wano has apparently become his jersey.
And he lost his tooth, and I was.
And he lost a bunch of blood. He coughed up so blood.
No, that's why.
Like, this man is dead.
That's why I thought he. That's why I thought he was in his. Like his tooth is gone. He coughing up blood. He looked like he lost weight. I was like,
listen, I don't care what y'all say. Out of the all 9 retainers, he was putting in the most work on Kaido, dude.
He had to. Everyone else had that expectation that he would.
Weren't you bad mouthing Kimon the most?
No, she was. I was trying to stick up for him, and then I was trying to compare him.
That pink hair guy. Yeah,
they were hyping him up the most.
Like he was gonna be so much help.
They had me hyped. I was like, dang.
He was not helpful at all.
They were like, he went toe to toe with Odin. He essential to the war.
He just abandoned.
Crazy.
It was early Odin.
Regardless, they were hyping up that man.
He just abandoned. I was like, he can't help anybody. He was not helpful.
You know
but yeah, so he walks by him. In the split up, he tells Law to send them downstairs, and Law does it quick, like
with the quickness,
like he already knew what was gonna happen. Right. And then that's where he gave him a red rock.
That was a new one.
Yeah, because I was like, I know we got Red Hawk.
No, we got Red Rock.
Now it's Red Rock.
Big Mom's reaction killed me the most.
Kaido,
what are you doing?
Right, she was like, "What happened to you?"
No.
They were scared. Well, not scared, but they was concerned.
Yo, he about to kill these cats.
Yo, I think you're right.
Like, and again, not like I told you, there's no way you can let these other 2 from the worst generation, technically other 4, but you can't let these other 2 captains from the worst generation be here if they not gonna have a role to play. So I think Luffy, Kaido, Big Mom versus Kid and Law. But that still leave Killer and Zoro up here. But again, like you were saying, I think more. Hey, whoa,
calm down.
Maybe
Killer stuff.
Well, here's the thing, though.
He can handle Jack if Jack gets back up.
I was going. Hey,
Killer had a rough time in Wano.
Real talk.
I know he did. I feel bad for him. He can't talk no more.
Are we supposed to not count? Zoro technically fought Killer.
He did. He destroyed him.
Do we count that as Killer lost to Zoro?
Yeah.
Because he ain't in the correct state of mind because of the smile.
No, it's still skills.
So it's still count.
No, okay. Zoro got that one over.
So
hands down.
Hold on. So you're saying Killer and Kid. Am I the only one thinking that maybe King and Queen come up here?
I'm thinking Zoro
I can see Zoro fighting.
stops King. Part of me was thinking until Jakia just said it. Part of me was thinking Killer and Zoro has to stop King, and I'm just giving mad props to King, because even Big Mom wanted King to join her crew.
Yeah, because he's like, I have him.
Yeah. So after that, I was just like, maybe Killer fights Jack after what Kia just said, because Jack is so indestructible.
You guys
keep getting up.
I want.
Jenae.
Can we just let Sanji have Jack? Like,
No,
I don't want Killer
Sanji gonna listen.
You can have him.
Sanji gonna fight Queen if we're not gonna get Chopper versus Queen.
Fine.
Because that is the only way to save grace in most of y'all eyes. Sanji will have to fight Queen. But the one thing that I kept thinking about, because I told you the only way Luffy gonna be able to beat Kaido is between Awakening that we learned from Don Flamingo, and also Ryo or Ryuko, whatever they call it. And when y'all was just talking about Black Maria and Robin, I just thought about it. What if everyone learns an awakening here in Wano?
That's not happening.
But that would go ahead and help bridge some gap. Because, well, the way I look at it, what has Nico Robin done?
Nothing.
To show me all of a sudden she's stronger?
Nothing.
She doesn't need to be because of her backstory.
No.
Look, hold on.
Let her see.
Look, we've talked about this on the pod before. How we know that Nico Robin is strong, and like she has, like they've been slowly like putting her character in the background, and she can go hand to hand, and she can do it, but they just haven't been doing it.
Did you not hear what he said?
But this is a difference.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, and it just goes back to like Kaido and Big Mom. So technically, she doesn't have to because of who she is and what her and what she can do, which is like one of the most dangerous things currently in the world, which is the fact to be able to read poneglyphs.
So the only thing you've gone ahead and proven right now is why she was given a high bounty at a young age.
Right, but this
has nothing strength-wise, because prior to this, we were able to get away with Frankie don't have to step in or Nico doesn't have to step. This and Wano, they are making it so that Wano is such a changing event.
Yes.
There's a possibility that Nami gets Zeus. I still really believe that Usopp's real growth is going to be Elbaf, but technically, we at least saw some growth, and at least in his bounty at Don Flamingo's place. There's Rosa. We are fighting enemies now that are underneath an emperor. We don't know if, hopefully the rest of Big Mom's kids don't come up on that boat. But that's even more people.
They can't take that blue right now.
No, we cannot. We do not want that smoke at all. Like, we
you said it, I don't know why just now I just had this image of I just hear humming and Brooke hold them all off. I'm like, oh man, Brooke is a bad dude.
Because he could. That could be Brooke rolling.
Whoa, yeah, she took it serious. But to me,
she has some juggernauts in her. You know,
I know. That's why it's such a hard thing to.
That's why I love it. So she could.
So, with that being said, to me,
she can take he can take whatchamacallit hands down. He can take Pedo heads down.
Are you sure? Pedro's out. First of all, Pedo killed Pedro. And he went ahead and he fighting two minks that are Shangri-Las, with the moon. He out here fighting, putting in work.
He wasn't even scared to fight Marco.
Yo, he was going to try to fight Marco.
Look, he the oldest. He need to have.
That's
he
the first
need not
commander.
be a friend.
Right.
Okay, look.
I don't think Brooke taking that.
I think Brooke could. I believe.
Don't get me wrong. If he does, it's going to increase that bounty a real.
Oh, easily.
So,
we're going to be one of the strong. Man, he going to be one of the.
But back to what we were saying is, I'm sorry, Clutch ain't going to beat Black Maria. Like, she going it's because I give her so much credit due to her reading. Maybe she's able to tap into awakening sooner.
She has shown growth in her ability with her, with her abilities from doing the wings, doing the feet, and everything else. Like, she's been expanding in those ways.
Like 4 moves.
Hold on. Justin said, has she gotten stronger? When's the last time we seen? No, she hasn't. She's in a standstill. She's the same Robin as she was. in Alabasta.
She's not the same.
I'm sorry.
No, she's not the same.
She's had those same moves.
She has not. She is not the same Robin. She has gotten stronger. We just have not had an opportunity.
The stump was a newer move.
Wait, she hasn't had the opportunity to have like a proper one-on-one. That's what we haven't seen.
She could have had one of Desrosa.
She could have, but they didn't. I'm saying that's one of I feel like they're doing a huge disservice.
So you're telling me
Robin,
right now,
since her 2-year time from that gap,
Robin
had. I was like, she actually had a lot of growth, but since then they have not put Robin in any situations where she needs to.
So hold on.
Fight.
So two things. So you're saying if Robin fights Black Maria, she's strong enough to fight her the way she is.
I felt.
Because I think the only way she can beat her is a type of awakening.
You can't, but it goes back to like what you said, like when Luffy fights too, like he gets stronger during the fights, and I'm just like, I feel like that's
Luffy does.
Look, but
I disagree with Justin.
Look, I feel like
I don't think she needs an awakening.
She doesn't need
Black Maria.
I feel like you're overhyping her. I don't think Black Maria isn't that strong to me.
Yeah, I don't think she is.
But here's the thing, I need to see something from Robin. That's what I'm saying. But when you're saying, has she gotten stronger? No, in my eyes, she's still the same. Now, you're right. We haven't had that much opportunity. But she's not getting stronger.
She's not getting stronger. But this goes back to what I said. Bringing back this is him at the full circle. I feel like they're not doing that because now they're showing us, like, Robin's true role in this show. Because, like you said, like, Big Mom, like, every time that they went up against Big Mom never said, like, allow to people to keep Robin alive.
But she never dealt with Robin.
Right. I'm just saying. But in this instance, it just goes to show you, like, how many people always want to keep, like, how many people would want Robin alive.
So,
the fact that Nami's have more one-on-ones than Robin is
they're changing Robin's, like, role in the show. They're changing her role
I see what when you say full circle, it's kind of like a few weeks back when you said Chopper's wins he's a doctor, his role is to heal, and you're saying that Nico Robin's role as we're progressing through the show is the purpose of reading the polygraphs. My only problem,
or like the world history, like that's like where her true, where her true strength.
Her goal is to void history.
Right.
But if you rewind it, even in the 2-year gap, Brooke becomes Soul King and learns stuff. Chopper learns stuff. He even makes a new Rumble Ball.
Yes.
Usopp puts on mad mass and learns new stuff.
He does. He did get a claw up.
Nami goes ahead and learns more about the weather so that she can utilize it to fight.
Yeah.
Sanji learns more of the Kenpo. Zoro learns from Mihawk.
Yes.
Robin gets captured at an all-women's camp, is freed by the revolutionary, and is just with the revolutionary.
I was disappointed.
There's no growth.
I'm disappointed also about where Robin sings because I know that she has potential. I'm just saying, like, we all need to be mindful of, like...
Frankie went and got new schematics.
I get that. I'm just saying we all need to be mindful and open to the fact that, maybe Oda's real goal isn't for Robin to be a fighter in this show. And that's just what it is. Like, would I like her to throw down? Yes. I would want her to be, like, Robin. I choose Robin over Nami any day.
I'm sorry. I just can't get back on that mentality that you have. Because if that's the case, Brooke shouldn't be a fighter. He's a musician.
I'm not.
We shouldn't. Frankie,
Nami is a navigator.
She shouldn't
be
fighting.
And she definitely doesn't.
She shouldn't be fighting.
But she knows she has to.
Hold on. Because they're pirates at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Chopper,
I get
he's
that.
a doctor.
I get
so
that.
you can't just say, oh, Robin, she's special because she knows how to read.
I'm not saying that she's special. I'm saying that we all need to be mindful of just of how he's moving her story because it's true. Like in the 2-year, like I was annoyed that she didn't have any intense training and stuff like that.
If she does fight big Black Maria, I'm intrigued to see how it plays out. Because in that same regard, who knew how it was going to go down? I know I don't want to beat a dead horse, but when Brooke was tasked with the task of copying a polygraph,
I mean, Brooke was
but I'm just saying, and that's why I don't want to keep bringing it up because that's one of the things Jenae's like, we're not going to keep giving him the. All I'm saying is,
it's a lot of work.
Listen, Whole Cake was Brooke's time to shine.
He attacked Big Mom.
But she said something crazy when she think he can take all of Big Mom's kids.
He can hold them off for a little bit on that beat.
Literally, he was locked in a room fighting several other people.
But
And he fought him outside.
Who's on this ship, though? We have Smoothie.
Oven. Hey. I know
that Sanji couldn't even take. Stop.
Smoothie's bad.
Y'all both won.
She's part of top 3.
Y'all both won more Smoothie.
I do.
I mean, I'm okay. Like, I won't be mad if I want to see the fact you said Oven's on there.
I was just naming the people.
But hold on, I forgot that man was even on there. And our top 3. I think
Oven's on there.
Our top 3 couldn't even touch Oven.
I know that Jeannie's on there.
I mean, Jeannie's.
You don't want. That means Sanji's even like that man was struggling with Jeannie. Oven and Jeannie, they need more screen time. They were
taking down ships.
They should be part of the top 3 for Big Mom, and that's speaking value.
I just want to see. I just want to see who, because regardless, we can at least all agree the Topiropa is right underneath, the 3 performers.
Yeah.
And we literally have Hoo versus Jinbei. We have Triceratops versus Frankie.
Right.
We have Usopp and Nami versus
Alti
and Page One.
Which I hate.
We have.
What do you hate?
I hate that matchup.
Why?
Because I said it before. I feel like it's like until Nami and Usopp get serious in their fights.
Hold on, you don't think they're getting serious? Because when they were talking to Tama, I really have faith in them. They're like, we're gonna protect you from them.
Here's the problem. Even if you say, unless they're about to rendezvous with Brooke and Robin, at least they're fighting 2 at a Toblerone.
I just feel like I can't. Sometimes I just can't take. Like I said, I hope in Wano.
I don't take Usopp serious at all.
I just hope in Wano this is where like Nami and Usopp get serious, because like I feel like they need to get to that point where they're not.
Wano's not going to be that arc for you then.
Okay, so but I just
maybe in the next war.
What do you need from them?
I think she needs the initiative for them.
I need the initiative for them to just like handle business.
I mean, they're trying to handle business. Their enemies are stronger.
I think they're doing just fine.
Yeah, I mean, they got the better of. This is a person. Alti actually headbutted Luffy.
Here's the thing. I get what listen. They're part of the Coward Trio.
Like I said, I just wish it's like. I just wish it was like a serious fight or something, or at least give it to somebody. Like I said, they're gonna give it to
this about to be a serious fight.
I was like, they're gonna give it to Brooke or Robin. Sure, that makes more sense.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. I think if anything, they set the stage. It's delayed, but they're about to be cornered to a point where it's gonna have to be 2-on-2 or 1-on-1.
Why don't you think that? Where's Hawkins? You don't think Brooke is gonna fight Hawkins? Like where are these other people?
Hawkins is out.
Where? Because he was just with them. He was just with
Hawkins
Queen.
Was upstairs.
He's not dead or nothing.
I mean, are we gonna see Hawkins?
But my thing is, why do you want Robin and Brooke to fight Alti and Page One?
I don't know. I'm just going off of Justin. He's the one that brought those 2 up. So
they're running with them. But I mean,
no. I mean, I don't really.
Drake is no longer a part of the Topiropa.
Well, I mean, I didn't really consider Hawkins again because, like, since Zoro shut him down, so I didn't.
Zoro shut down.
But that was like early when they first landed,
and they were only escaping really
because like it didn't look like to me like when they was in that room that Hawkins was like, all right, let me go stop somebody. I was just like, I don't know where he went.
Hey, Hawkins does what he wants,
which is why I thought he left. I was like, maybe he's just like, this ain't my business.
Maybe Hawkins is freeing the rest of the crews.
That could be it.
They better do something with Hawkins, or I'm going to lose a lot of respect for
Where's his crew?
Because I like Hawkins. I wish I could see more.
No, where's Hawkins' crew?
I don't know. Hopefully, I like to think they were all held captive. Just like all of a sudden, when Kid and them infiltrated the banquet hall, the rest of his crew was with him, those main people.
But why would Hawkins' crew be captive if they're part of the pirates? You see what I'm saying? Because where's Drake's crew?
Right.
That's what I'm asking.
I don't think Drake ever really.
He did have someone before the time skip when they went ahead and showed him walk up to the ice-like island. He had some people outside.
Even Apu had a crew. So that's why I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah,
honestly,
the rest of his crew is
who cares? He dead. He controlling the numbers, I guess. I don't know, but I think the Alti and Page One fight is going to be a good. It's going to be a good one, I think.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do because like they've set the stage for everyone, not everyone, but for most people, we see what's about to happen. So how are you going to, flow throughout these fights. Like, because I feel like people would want, like, I think more like, because when Luffy fought Katakuri, it was like there was some flipping back and forth, but a majority of it was Luffy and Katakuri.
Because this is what's about to happen. We're gonna see all of them fighting the Toby Ropo and stuff before we get the Luffy and Kaido fight.
That's how they should do it.
Yeah, we need to take all his people
We shouldn't. Like, I would be upset if we're getting like back and forth flip-flop, if that's the case.
I kind of see it happening that way.
Yeah. That would be really a disservice, right? Like, imagine you're watching Kaido and Luffy fighting, and all of a sudden you're watching Page One and Usopp.
I can only see it happening because in One Piece fashion, I can see as they're victorious from their fights and they're finally making it up. That's when Luffy's finally finishing the final.
Or they're just staring at each other. That's what they're doing.
But they always tend to make it, because the only problem with that theory is it's either got to be a back and forth or they got to all lose first or finish theirs first, because they got to be like Luffy can do it or hoping Luffy won, or they're going to be picking themselves up after their hard fight.
Listen, that's how it's always been in One Piece. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They always rely on Luffy.
He's the captain.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or they rely on their big three. Hey, that's the catchphrase your guy coined. Okay, he called them the big three first. All right. Well, we kind of knew that. And this was one of my fears at the time, but I kind of knew this would happen. So One Piece kind of went ahead and took.
All right, so that's this week's. That's this episode.
Hey, but it needed to happen. Oh, we also have the room. The secret room.
Don't be hating on whatchamacallit secret room.
Whoa, I don't hate on him. I like Barto.
Okay, but, so I was like, you gonna say it,
and then bam, we were hyped up, and then we get a filler.
I mean, it was a good reminder of what happened.
You don't really need much of a reminder.
Yo, would you be like disappointed if like the secret room is about all the other members that he can catch up on?
I would like laugh.
And Wano, that would be
like, what if he go ahead and show us Nami and Usopp next? And then, like, we go to
Chopper
the whole crew.
just standing there. Like,
I'd be like, yo, they would literally make up for those 7 episodes because it'll all be secret room.
You guys were praising the pacing. I'm like, man, we finally gonna get back to
yes,
pacing.
it picked up.
Bam.
Quick. I was like, yo,
it's always a catch.
I was like, yo, we got that. We got that building sooner than I thought because I didn't think it was gonna make it. He got up those stairs. He got to the finals. Yo, honestly, it's only 3 or 4 stories anyway. Mm-hmm. So I was a little bit surprised that it took us that long to get to the top floor regardless. But we got there quick. And they did exactly what y'all said. Marco threw that man up there. And I was like...
Called it. You were like, he ain't going to do that. I'm like, he going to do it.
Because he could have been did that there. I was like, yo... I was like, yo, they just went ahead and fast forward 5 episodes. Like, we good.
That's what we need.
And now we might get 5 episodes of Secret Room. You know, that could be the caveat.
I don't think we're going to get 5 episodes of Secret Room.
I mean, Justin might have a point, because why are we just getting Sanji and Zoro?
Hey, Barto was a fan of the whole crew. Why won't we get all of them?
I don't know. I just feel like it was timely after we had that debate about the big 3. So maybe that was...
Fair enough. Oh, I see what you're saying. You saying that we got their info because we gonna see Sanji and Zoro putting this work next. Okay.
Maybe.
Bet.
We're getting the rest of the crew.
Oh boy. Well, Jenae.
Close us out.
Close us out. Take us home.
All right, guys. Well, this was this week's Salaryman in One Piece. Stay tuned for the weekly podcast with the spring lineup, okay? And yeah.